Hello everyone, I'm Eriris. Today I'm going to talk about Detective Conan. I'm going to discuss the 26th movie's just released trailer today. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, I've included a link to it below so you may see it. The trailer begins with Kir chasing a woman on her motorcycle. Meanwhile, we hear Okia's voice. Someone broke into the Europol Crime Prevention Network Center, and he killed an employee there, Okia says over the phone. Jin is seen with a gun as Okia says he. Just then we see a woman in the water wearing a blue suit. I think the murdered employee is this woman. We see Conan for Okia's talk. Okia may have told Conan this. The other detective boys, excluding Conan, are then seen on a boat. After that we see the inside of the institution, and Conan makes a statement. Vermouth and bourbon can be seen passing through a door in the other scene. Kuroda asks Conan about why he came with them. Vermouth is seen taking the female engineer's necklace-shaped flash drive in the other scene. This flash drive has been plugged into the computer. We are unable to identify this person. We also see pictures of Hybra shown on a computer screen. Then Vermouth, Bourbon, Kir, and Vodka's faces appear. Moreover, Jin can be seen on the phone. Jin says, "I wanted to meet you again, Sherry." We've seen almost all of them before, so far. Spits at Tsukushi Higher, the movie's theme song, then starts playing. Shiratori watches a helicopter touch down. From the helicopter, Magyar and Sato get out. Jody and Camel can then be seen in the car. Jody tells Camel to begin driving. In the following scene, we see Akai holding his gun. Amuro then appears inside the car. He might be speaking to someone when he had headphones in his ears. Hybra is seen sitting on the bed in the other scene. Hybra says, "Coming." But we don't know what's going to happen. In this moment, Hybra is also wearing glasses. We see a helicopter, but it's not the one Magyar and Sato were in. Ran also hits a green automobile in the other scene. A man is standing near to the automobile. When the scene changes, Vodka starts to talk about Pinga. In the meantime, we can see a man's head from behind. Once more, the scenes change, and Vermouth and Ram appear momentarily. Meanwhile, we hear Jin's threatening voice say that he will sink them to the bottom of the ocean. Then Chianti appears. Conan protects Ran from being shot by Chianti. Then, the scenes quickly change, showing Kagoro and Jody. And Nagasa claims he will stop the person he is chasing in his automobile no matter what. Then Vermouth appears. "Or is this it?" says Vermouth, as we see some drugs in a box in someone's hand. A computer screen then shows photos of Shiho and Hybra. 100% is written below the photographs. The scene changes, and this time on the white screen it says "Definitely Me Too" in pink. We see the female engineer crying in the other scene. And in the background, we can hear Hybra's voice. Hybra says, "I have changed." Scene is changing quickly one more, we see the submarine. And we see Danger writing on a computer screen. And we see Hybra again. "So believe me," Hybra says, reaching out to someone. Once more, we see a white background with pink writing. "Come back alive" is written this time. Then Jin appears. Jin tells us to do it, and at this point, there are many explosions. The next scene shows Agasa crying. Conan's voice can also be heard in the background. "Wait, Hybra, I'll definitely save you," Conan says. And we see Conan swimming. As the scene changes, we see Conan giving Hybra his glasses. Then we see Hybera smiling and holding the glasses in her hand. And Hybera says, "Bye-bye Adagawa Conan Kuin." And the trailer video ends. There are a few things in specifically that I want to bring up and talk about. The first thing I want to mention is the scene in the car with Jody and Camel. In this scene, Camel's hair is long. You may remember that Camel got a haircut after the FBI serial murder case. This shows that the movie is set before to the FBI serial murder case. The most recent Yusaku Kudo TV showcase has been adapted into anime. I think the anime will not release another canon episode until the movie is released. I suspect Akai could be in the black helicopter. The headphones Akai is wearing in the scene where he is holding his gun are similar to the ones used in the helicopter. In that scene, the wind was also causing his hair to flutter. Thus, I think Akai may have boarded a helicopter. The scene where Chianti tries to shoot Ran is another issue I want to bring up. Both the background and Ran's clothing are very similar in that moment and the scene where Ran hits the car. After Ran struck the car, I wonder if Chianti attempted to shoot Ran. A man is also noticeable in the moment where Ran hits the car. The color of this guy's hair closely resembles the man's hair color that can be seen on screen when Vodka is talking about Pinga. Is this person Pinga? I'm not so convinced about it, though. And if you pay close attention, the man appeared terrified when Ran hit the car. Pinga's fear of this seems me as a little odd. I also want to discuss the individual Hybera is speaking with. Hybera tells someone, "I've changed, so believe me." Hybera speaks in this way, thus this person is likewise familiar with the former Hybera. And Let's Talk with Gasho Aoyama Day 2023, which you knew about 2 months ago, occurred. Someone questioned about Hybera in the 26th movie. I absolutely adore AI-chan. According to Aoyama-sensei, what scene in this year's movie is AI-chan's must-see scene? A must-see scene in particular? I can say that the scene where I draw the storyboard. Great scene at the end of the movie. So please look forward to it. Did I say too much? Is it all right? You know, sometimes some scenes in movies can be canon in the future. That's why I'm interested by this scene. On Let's Talk with Gasho Aoyama Day 2023, someone asked about the 26th movie again. I think explosion scenes are common in Conan movies. Is there anything you think will explode in the upcoming movie? Well, I think it's fine to think that the various things that come out will probably explode. The trailer has already shown the explosion scene. Jin seems to have given the order for the explosion in the trailer. Questions for the Let's Talk with Gasho Aoyama Day in 2023 have been published on the official website. You may access it from there by clicking the link I've included below. Normally, I would have uploaded a video on this topic today, but when the trailer was released, I decided to upload a video about it instead. What do you think of the upcoming movie? Please share your views with me in the comments. That's it for today. Thanks for watching the video till the end.